All right, when we come back, she led the U.S. Olympic basketball team to the 1996 gold medal in Atlanta. Jennifer Azzi is here to talk about what's ahead. You believe the U.S. team, 3 weeks away, they got together for the first time last night. The men's team's been practicing off and on for 3 years. The women got together for the first time last night. Jennifer, you will rip the International Olympic Committee for only 3 weeks of practice, won't you?
You know what? It's part of the game now. The women can't get together like we used to be able to, but I still have confidence they're going to come home with a gold.
Will you rip someone or not?
No, I'm not going to rip someone.
Anyway, Mike, the air pollution in Hong Kong.
How does air pollution?
Okay, fine. Okay, now we'll get back to Jennifer, and then Mike is on standby next. All right. All right, we weren't joking. The U.S. women's basketball team hooked up for the first time last night on the campus of Stanford. There's a great player. Boy, that Candace Parker and Lisa Leslie. We were talking with Jennifer. What did Jennifer say? You guys, when you won the gold in '96, practiced for what, a year and a half?
Yes, we were together a year and a half. After the bronze in '92, they put us together so that we would really go in there and bring home the gold.
And there you are. There you are. Okay, that's who you're hugging there. That's Candace Wiggins.
No, that's Alicia Milton.
Alicia, okay. Yeah. All right, fair enough. You think this is enough time to bring back a medal?
It has to be. We really haven't had any choice. We've tried to get the team together at various training times, but I think what the American public doesn't realize is these players go from the WNBA season overseas for months, and they're all on different schedules. So it's been tough.
Well, boy, she's great, isn't she?
Oh, she's unbelievable.
Man, oh, man. And she's engaged to an NBA player, correct? Is she not? Williams that plays? Look at you.
You know,
you've
stay
got
out
to
of
get
their lives,
okay.
You know, how whatever.
Yeah. No, but I guess my point was they're going to have a hell of a son or daughter one day,
absolutely.
Huh? All right, that Candace Parker's terrific. But why I was ripping away in true television theater, raising my arms saying, who is in charge of this light practice schedule? It's you, in a sense. You're on the committee.
On the committee, yes. Yeah, and we really have done, along with USA Basketball and the WNBA and the players, we have done the best we could to get the players together at different training times. But this is indeed the first time that they've all been together in full. But, you know, a number of them have played together for years. So we're hoping that will carry over.
Real quick, before we go on other matters, who's the favorite to win the women's gold?
We are.
We are?
Yeah,
despite when you practiced for 3 weeks?
But, you know, the players have been there. I mean, we have Lisa Leslie. You know, this is going into her 4th Olympics. You know, we've got the experience in the players. So, you know, I know that we're the favorite, and I really feel like we're going to come home with a gold.
Okay, fair enough. Does this smog, we've been playing with Mike Kelting about it, does it scare you as an athlete? Oh,
it's awful. I mean, I'm actually really sensitive to it. So it would definitely bother me. But thankfully, basketball is played indoors. Hopefully they have the proper, you know, ventilation inside. So I don't think it'll bother the indoor athletes that much.
Why did Beijing get the games in, knowing that this was such a problem? And in fact, I said, oh, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, when these things are bid on, but everybody tells me, hey, they knew the conditions back then were bad.
Oh, definitely. But, you know, your guess is as good as mine. You know, it's hard to know why the selections go the way they did. I would love to still see San Francisco and the Bay Area get an Olympics at some point. We've got great air.
Beijing must have came up with a hell of a goodie bag for those guys.
I think so.
That's how it works. All right. Hey, you played professional basketball, star in the league that started here, American Basketball League, right? And then the WNBA.
Right.
When you saw the brawl the other night and all the tension that it attracted, what was your initial reaction?
You know, my initial reaction is that it's unfortunate. But at the same time, these women are really, really competitive, just like in any sport, and, you know, things can get heated. Now, do I think it was right? No, and I don't want to see it happen again, but at the same time, it's put a lot of attention on the WNBA, and the real story is the level of play. I mean, the WNBA, best basketball, and, you know, this is, like I said, it's unfortunate, and it happened.
Hopefully the audience hears me on this, because if you're just kind of half listening as you get ready for entertainment tonight, I'm going to sound like a jerk. But if you're going to have men's coaches, a coach is going to get in there to break it up, because there's a lot of criticism. Well, that Rick Mahorn shoved a player. Well, then don't have men's coaches if you're afraid of that. You buy that?
Well,
believe me, I'm not advocating, obviously, a man shoving a woman, but then he's part of the sport that women are involved in.
Right. But
does that make sense? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it definitely makes sense. But I also would sort of debate that I don't think that he intentionally shoved her.
Exactly.
So I think it was, you know, he was trying to kind of break the thing up, and who knows why. But I don't think it's a male coach, woman coach, any of that. And we need the male coaches. I mean, just like we need the women coaches. So I wouldn't have thought of it quite that way.
Okay, my point is, though, because a lot of people have credit, that was a big jump that, on Mahorn. Why did he do that? And my point is, if you're working together, playing together, these things are going to happen, and it shouldn't be an issue. That's where I'm going.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I agree with you 100%. Right. Should not be an issue.
So, save the email. Jennifer agrees with me. All right.
Thanks.
All right. Hey,
they can't email me, so.
Hey, you look in great shape. No offense. When I saw Nancy Lieberman at 50 go out there, my first thing is, what's the matter with Azzi? Too lazy?
I have 10 more years. I'm going to be 40 this year. I've got 10 more years to decide.
Hey,
but you know,
go ahead. Tell the truth. Publicity stunt shouldn't have happened. We've got 10 seconds left.
Okay, and that's your opinion. I don't know. You know, I really have no idea why it happened. You know, she looks like she's in just fine shape, and it was a one-time deal.
You're in great shape, and way to dodge the last. If you're 50, go play for Jennifer.
All right.